estado niya o sa ICC.
Yes. As we all know, 50 days na si PRRD sa The Hague. Since day 1 until now, there is no result. We want to ask the people that are behind the case of PRRD. There is no result. What are we still waiting for? It has been long overdue. We want a result now. We also ask the Dutch government. A Filipino is detained in your country illegally. We want you to help us as well, because in your country, an 80-year-old person is not supposed to be in jail. Also, the people from the Philippines, the senators, the Supreme Court, what are you doing? A Filipino is illegally detained here and nothing is going on. We ask you as Filipino people, the majority of Filipino people who support President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, let us do one movement to support PRRD that he will be free soon. That's all. Maraming salamat po.
Hard to ensure that all of the Filipinos, when they visit the Duterte Park or in front of the ICC detention facilities, are welcome, and that we are actually sending a message of solidarity in relation to our full support and love to the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. I would like to address individuals who are messaging me in relation to these efforts and also calling these efforts as not representatives for what they call proper decorum. There is no such thing as illegal in everything that we do, because we work in accordance to the requirements of securing a permit, and we are within the bounds of what we are asked to do by the local authorities, and we have also been provided by the local authorities itself for us to do the things that we are doing. I think personally what we are doing as Filipinos embodies the spirit of bayanihan, the spirit of the Filipino culture, that even with the magnitude or the seriousness of what's the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte is facing, we are here gathered in front of the ICC detention, even though we cannot even see him personally, but with spirits we are sending a positive vibration towards him. This effort is not aimed at developing influence or making sure that we are known by communities of Filipinos all over the world, but we are doing this out of our sheer love and support. In fact, for me personally, I feel that this is my duty as a Filipino to defend a Filipino who has been subjected, or who is now subjected, and to be judged by the international community, particularly the ICC, where they no longer have jurisdiction over us and we are not a member state anymore. We are an independent sovereign state. We are a nation whose forefathers fought very hard in order for us to enjoy the liberty that we are experiencing today. Many blood has been spilled, many people died through the process, and we don't want to put that down the drain just because of those few individuals who wants to divide the Filipinos actually coming here to show their love and support to the former president. We have upcoming events, particularly on the 24th of May, which we are encouraging people to join us in this event, because this is an embodiment of our Filipino solidarity and our culture as collective, in order to echo a message to the international community that we are one in this, and that we are going to be all throughout until the end, until that moment that our former president will be brought back to the Philippines where he belongs. Mga kababayan, kami po mga Pilipino nandito sa Europa, particularly sa Netherlands, ay hoping that you are going to support us in the same way that we are supporting each other until the very end. If you have questions or inquiries, Aldo and I and all of the other Filipinos who are working closely to ensure that we echo a message of unwavering support and love to the former president are here for you to answer those queries or questions. Yun lamang po, sana po magkita-kita tayo in the future dito sa Netherlands at mabuhay po ang Pilipinas, mahalin natin ang Pilipinas, mabuhay ang mga Pilipino hanggang sa dulo. Is this? You are
Another
going
problem.
to highlight that the ombudsman is an appointee of the former President Rodrigo Duterte. What's the connection? It just so happened that during that time,
Siya ang
the
na-appoint.
president was Duterte and he was given the full power and authority to appoint somebody because that's his job.
Yeah, also that doesn't make sense because also in the Supreme Court, it was also Duterte's appointees, but they didn't even put out a TRO.
Muna ko
Usa ngalan anang ombudsman?
Jessica.
Martires. Ombudsman Martires. And you are going to downplay Ombudsman Martires. He's very intelligent. Do you think he doesn't know what he's doing, Aldo?
So, ang
I agree with him, man. So,
ang opinion ng taong bayan, bakit daw pag nasa administrasyon, kahit may kaso ay hindi makontempt at hindi makulong at hindi matanggal?
Bakit nyo pinapakontempt agad ang mga vlogger? Pero yung iba
True.
nag-lie na outright in the face of every Filipino. Wala lang.
Exactly.
Wala.
True.
Nothing happened.
Labas lang.
A governor openly say, I will not follow. You're not going to even cite them in contempt. Nabuka. What if a governor or other politician will say the same from a decision given sa Supreme Court? You see? That's my point of view. You're supposed to be a leader of a province with really big voters. Nabuang.
So,
Can you
Akala
do
ko
that?
bil.
kung ikaw butante sa Cebu, sir, boboto ka ba sa kanya?
Bambarikat to ang suportahan. Atong suportahan karon kung maabot na eleksyon.
Bambati kwento.
Bambare 4, numero 1 sa balot.
Let's try something new. Perhaps we need something new. A breath of fresh air.
Yep.
Let's try it. Kayo man naman kaha na siya. What happened?
out with the old.
Ano na siya?
Dapat.
Change is the only constant that in this world. So, let's accept change. Pag di na kaya sa atong utok, pahulay na.
Relax.
Enjoy your retirement. Ano lang, di ba narang punto na ko, ate ba?
Tama.
Ako ha, I'm even an ordinary person. Normal ra ko na tao, nanay huna-huna. What more a lawyer? Can you
Tama.
imagine, you're a lawyer, yung mag-ingon dito ang governor ni mo na I will not step down pag sure, uy.
Not follow the rules gani na siya.
Ang balita rin sa Pilipinas, Alvin,
Patay.
For senator.
Persona non grata. Cebu.
No, they cannot do that because I love Cebu.
I love Cebu.
Cebu has a special place in my heart.
Yes, you live in
I did not
Manganeria.
attack the Cebuano in general, but I think it is within my right as a Filipino to
Call out.
call out behavior that I don't think it's very uncanny of a public official.
Yes.
You're a public official, you should be a perfect
If a
example.
public official does not follow the law, then what
And
do
by the way,
normal people
by the way,
have to do?
it is my position that public official are employees. You are not the boss. We
Yes.
are the boss.
Yes.
The taxpayer. Pag sure mo
Yeah.
na, uy,
Tama.
that's why you're called public official because you're working for the people and on behalf of the interest and the welfare of the people. And then you're magkurog-kurog ta pag mulakaw sila pag sure uy. Parihura man tagtae mga pango pag tag ilong not unless if you can afford for
Ritoke.
rhinoplasty. O di ba? Ano na siya, di ba? Which is perfectly fine.
Yes.
I'm not saying
Tama.
that it's bad. If you can afford, go for it. If it
Ay,
makes you
kinsa man ka
happy.
magkurog-kurog be nga public official.
Nobody.
Promise.
Oh.
Name drop.
I support somebody
Name
pero I
drop.
Brief draft.
Oh.
Lahi jud tatong istorya ha.
A vlogger invited in Congress
AKA?
to be part of a inquiry in aid of whatsoever because you're a resource person and then you answered not favorable to the narrative or the questions that they're asking, then they're just going to cite in contempt. But if you're a governor and you don't agree to the decision, can you just say, I will not step down? I will not recognize the decision of an institutional body?
Higher than you,
Can you
yeah.
see, can you ano that? Can you believe that? Then what if all of the governors
Do that.
do
So
that?
precious
Oh,
kinsa
ito
botara.
naman atong ano.
Maputara ta kay precious.
So mabisi na naman ang Supreme Court kay moakyat na po na dito tanan.
Reasonable ba itong sinabi niya?
Ano?
Ang mga
Princess
tao ba
Diana.
ang mga tao ba ang nagbilis
Sorry,
sa
Princess
iya?
Diana.
Dahil sa election period.
Precious.
I don't know what laws na yung gigwalo. I'm not a lawyer. I'm only expounding or espousing my views as an ordinary person. But I don't know, perhaps there are some legal strategies that they want to avail of, which is according to everyone, naman siya legal team. But as an ordinary person, a voter perhaps, especially if that the midterm election is fast approaching, if your leader can just openly say, I will not follow an injunction or a decision, is that, what if you're an ordinary person, you commit a mistake, and you will also say, I will not follow you,
Yeah.
because I don't think that your decision is okay.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
No.
You will be
No.
cited in contempt. You will be jailed immediately. Sakto ba yan?
Senator!
Sakto ba yan?
Correct.
Diba?
Tama.
Ano man
Correct.
Pero
dapat sila yung
You're a
higher.
leader. You should lead by example.
Yes, sila
True.
higher. Sila dapat
So you should
i-follow.
dapat ang tubag ato, we will file our motion in the appropriate court. We will not make any comment blah blah blah. But you're going to say, I will not step down. Hello. Taas pa kasalo.
Yeah.
What if ako nag-jaywalking ko yan, di ko pwede ko mag-jaywalking.
Ah.
I will not follow the
Rules.
Tagaan
penalty.
ka tagbuta dayon?
Because you're an ordinary person, you don't have a say to anything. You're as big as a lamb. Baan?
English to English.
Tanawa bit.
Nag-post ako. Nag-post ako sa comment.
Okay, followers ni Sir Alvin, basahin natin yung comment ni Sir Alvin about sa kaganapan sa ano.
About saan
Ang comment actually is more of a question.
Pitugnaw man. Isugod
A question in reference sa nahitabo
Kasi
kay
sabi dito, hindi susundin ni Cebu Governor Gwen Garcia ang 6 na buwan suspension na pinataw sa kanya ng Office of the Ombudsman.
Okay. And my statement is, how can we trust our leaders when they openly disregard the decision of an independent constitutional body? No public official, elected or appointed, is above the law, and that is a fact. The rule of law must prevail, and respect for institutions such as the Office of the Ombudsman is essential to maintaining a democratic accountability. Because I thought to myself, is a government official superior than the law? Can a government official just disregard a decision made by an independent institutional body such as the Office of the Ombudsman?
Bakit kampante siya, sir, na hindi niya tutuparin?
Patay na.
Naka-live. Because, how do I say that safely? I think, when a
Masuk ka sa
person,
Francis, bawal lang mo right?
how do I say that?
I believe.
I believe that when a person feels that he has an affiliation with a person or a group of people in power, that they can be backed by them. Oh, safe yun ha?
Malakas ang topic.